Hello, and welcome to Amigos Seaglide presentation. We are the four amigos, Lorenz, Matthew, Torrent, and Jose. Unfortunately, Torrent couldn't be with us today due to technological issues.
So, what is a Seaglide? So, Seaglide is a miniature underwater glider. It moves by changing its buoyancy, taking in or expelling water. This change in buoyancy causes the glider to rise and sink in the water, which also allows for the glider to travel up and down. Its wings generate lift, or it propels the glider to move forward.
Our Seaglide. Our Seaglide, as you can see in the right picture, our Seaglide will have two innovative components, the thermal sensor and the pressure sensor, which are currently in construction right now. We wanted these innovations to determine if the temperature increase as the pressure increase under the water.
Our main power source is a 9-volt battery with a 600 milliamps per hour capacity. As seen in the photos, you could see the button and power strip for the battery being constructed together and to be formed into the body of the Seaglide.
For the circuit board and Arduino Pro Mini. The buoyancy engine controller consists of two parts, the circuit board and Arduino Pro Mini. As you can see in the bottom right is the construction of soldering the Arduino together to connect the pins. So it is going to be connected to the Seaglide motherboard, which has a resistor and a potentiometer, and also has the power supply connected to it.
And so, this is the Arduino code. So, the Arduino code runs on a loop. It consists of three pins right now. So, they are red, green, and blue LEDs. These pins are attached to the Arduino Pro Mini, in which certain pins light up. There's a response that's happening. For example, when the motor starts spinning clockwise to absorb the water into the syringe, this will cause the Seaglide to sink, which would then turn on the red LED. If the motor stops for a few seconds while hitting the button at the stem of the motor, the orange LED will turn on. And so this will keep on happening as long as the code is correct. And however, we haven't completed our with the potentiometer and the other circuit that we were trying to use, the other sensor. However, we're going to be using the potentiometer. So what we are required to do is that we're going to be running the dive method. For example, it will start running the servo to take in the water to pitch into the glider down. This will turn on the red LED that indicates the glider is diving. So this will print out. This will also attach the servo pin, which is the command to the servo to turn on. It will either turn clockwise or counterclockwise, which will continue to take in the water moving forward or back or taking it out.
Now, putting the code in Arduino, the code is uploaded through a FTDI breakout board.
The buoyancy engine is a major component in the Seaglide. The buoyancy engine allows for the Seaglide to change its buoyancy and pitch. As you can see in the top left picture is the first construction of the syringe with the canister inside it and with the motor inside it. And as it goes to the right is connecting the cap, which is going to be sealing the water bottle inside. And for the third picture on the farther right, it's going to be installing in the batteries and testing if current flows through the motherboard. And the final construction will be seen at the bottom left, which has the battery connected and caps and motors and electrical tapes for compact tightness so it can fit inside the bottle. For code testing, this is where we ensure everything is going right. And the first picture is the blue LED light, which means that the syringe is pushing out the water. And as you can see, the if this would be a video, you can see the syringe moving down, which depletes all the water and makes it buoyant. For the second picture, shows an orange light, which means that the canister inside has hit the button in the stem of the motor. And at the third slide, the green light is for taking in water. And I did try to test if the buoyancy itself is capable of sucking in water, so it turned out to be successful.
Thank you. And that has been the Amigos Seaglide presentation. We have been the four amigos. Adios, amigos.